build up to September has almost felt like a turning point for me. In my mind, it marked the changing of the seasons, and with that it brings changes and newness to make each and every Groundhog Day just that little more exciting. And I posted over on Instagram the following: September the 1st. It has truly felt like the start of autumn, as today has been such a cold, dull day. During my walk, I took every opportunity to crunch the leaves that had touched the ground already and breathe in colder, newer air. In all honesty, I couldn't be more excited for it all. Not only does it mark the beginning of being allowed to go full witch season, it marks stepping closer to Samhain, Wiccan New Year. And with the new year, of course, it is ever much the time to set resolutions and goals. September 1st has marked the start of quite a few changes and directing that outlook and focus for my life. And here I will explain how. So there is 3 months to the end of the year, officially. Yes, I know, 3 months. And in this time, in these 3 months, I want to see if I can change my life. I've been floating in autopilot with just 3 main functions. That's work, eat, and sleep, and then repeat. And I know I'm not the only person that must be feeling this way. I've not had a holiday, or at least what I'd prefer as a trip or to travel. Beaches and binge everything doesn't pull me. At least not the way the idea of new places, history and culture does. But I can't do this. So I'm doing the only thing that I can do right now, which is biding my time. There are things, of course, that I and me and Blake are working towards. The main thing being a house that we're going to hopefully have by the end of the year. We haven't got a house yet, but we're looking and we're saving, so fingers crossed. But what is it that I want? As someone who is a self-proclaimed ambition chaser with constant goals and constantly planning for moving forward, yes, hello Virgo rising sign, being in autopilot almost manifests itself as a strange coping mechanism of passing time until I can truly have what I want. But on the flip side, I have no motivation to do those things. I realise at this time, and probably for a long time now, this coping mechanism is also a massive enabler to my depression and my anxiety. And I think these are both things that I have been suppressing internally for a long time, which is why going about my daily life and coping with these at the same time almost seems normal. It's like it's to be expected. You just get used to it, and it does become normal to learn how to exist and function in everyday life while dealing with these things. But it does explain my lack of motivation and personal drive, or my lack of creativity to expand and blossom. And of course, other external factors play a part, like pressures from work or general life. But all these things together are things that I'm coping with, but are weighing me down. So when I ask myself, what is it that I want? I always come back to the same answer. Anybody that knows me knows I will sound like a broken record, because I say the same time and time again. I want to do YouTube. I want to create and inspire and build a safe space for anybody that feels like they haven't got one in their own personal lives, because that's what I wished, or that's what I looked for when I came to YouTube. It was an escape, and I want to give people that. I want to be the friend that people don't have, and I want people to feel like they can come and sit with me for Wicca, or travel with me, or completely learn how to fail at being an adult because we're all just bumbling along together. I recently found a YouTuber called Lana Blakely, and I found her through searching, why do I feel stuck in life? Which later led to a conversation that me and Blake had, which I found quite interesting. We discussed many of the things that I've spoken about already, and I mentioned this YouTuber and why I found her so inspiring, and me going through this constant cycle of feeling stagnant or trapped in my life. And I specifically mentioned how it was interesting that I didn't search for a solution. What I searched for was, why do I feel like this? Instead of, what can I do if I feel like this? Or how can I get out of this? Instead, I felt the feelings that I did, and I probably knew there wasn't going to be a miracle cure or a quick fix for how I was feeling. I just knew, or subconsciously knew at that time, that what I was feeling, I didn't want to feel it alone. I wanted to know that other people felt like this too, and that I shouldn't hold any guilt or self-loathing for this, but instead just to feel, and to feel with someone. That was enough. But back to Lana. I probably binged around 10 of her videos, maybe more, and I plan on binging a whole lot more, if not all of them. And the style of her videos is quiet and calm, and it talked me through all of the things I never addressed or explained, but it was things that I felt either in my head or in my heart. She creates the kind of videos that she wants, and by doing so she was able to quit her corporate job that brought her no joy and now feels more fulfilled than ever. And is that not just the dream? Even if you don't want to do YouTube, whatever that goal is at the end of the rainbow, to love what you do with every ounce of your being, that's what I want. So I asked myself, how can I get there? Well, I knew, and as Lana pointed out in her videos, you'll never get there by avoiding or pretending you don't have time. And this is possibly my biggest excuse in life. Often I have time, I just don't know where to start, or I get distracted, or I start to scroll. No more. She committed every part of her free time to building the life she wanted, and I feel like I want to do the same. I'll take it slow so that I'm not overwhelmed, but I truly hope that doing this, it will help me find joy in creating again, as well as giving me a purpose outside of work, so that isn't my whole life. And it's not the fact that I'm short on ideas either. Ideas are things that I could list for hours and hours, often bouncing new ideas off of my old ones. But the putting them into practice is not so easy for me. Amongst all this personal learning that these 2 years have brought, it's truly highlighted for me certain personality traits that make me think that I might have some sort of personality disorder. And I'm not trying to say that in a negative light. I'm trying to enlighten myself and learn these things about myself so that I can be better. Because I really think that I might have autism or ADHD, but this is probably content for another video. All in all, my main reason for creating this video, however raw and sloppy it might seem, is to set myself a goal. I want to be monetized by the end of the year. And no, I'm not in this for the money. That isn't my purpose. But being self-sufficient and creating content that helps others is. Having a way to support myself while I do this, and while I do what I love, is my absolute dream. And realistically, we're around 250 of you lovely souls away from the start of that. And if I just push myself a little harder, I really hope we can get there. I am so excited at the possibility of making something really special here with you guys. I also wanted to mention that I'll be adding to my content. I wanted to create more of these sit down and talk with a coffee style videos. Videos that are probably a little bit more relaxed and slower paced. I have a lot of thoughts, ideas and opinions on lots of topics and things that I've been through, and hopefully somebody who is going through the same or something similar will see one of these videos and they'll think, yes, I'm not alone. There's someone out there that has been through this and they've come out the other side. And what that means is I can as well. And if you ask me, sometimes that's all we really need just to feel a little bit better. Thank you for being here today and listening to me. Let me know down below if you have any goals or things that you want to achieve before the new year. I would love to hear them. Also, feel free to comment a alien emoji if you think this year has gone way too quickly and cannot believe that we're in September already, because I don't remember seeing August. If anyone finds August, let her know that I called. Where the hell was she this year? I hope to see you in the next video. If you would like to stick around and join my community, then do definitely subscribe so you can find me in the future, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!